Now we have a brand new ranked seasons, and a lot of players might not know exactly what comes with a brand new ranked season. So we're gonna basically give you guys an overview of what I'm going to be talking about in this video. 1 is gonna be about your stats, 2 about your record, 3 about the rewards and who you should pick, and then last but not least, it's about you showing love to me by hitting that like button or that subscribe button, turning on the channel notifications, following me on Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, Twitch, TikTok as well. And then last but not least, if you would like to become a member of the channel, feel free to do so by pressing that join button next to that red subscribe button or the link inside the description. By the first week of May, we should have our badges and emotes and all that good stuff. So the longer you're a member, the better the badge is going to look like, because it's gonna progress as a line. Trust me on that. Everything is gonna look great. And if you haven't already, check out the community tab, because there is where we get a sample. It does not look like me, it's a sample of what it's going to look like or how it's going to appear. And then last but not least, community tab, interact with me there. And then more Bhlademyst section has my other YouTube channels. So the first thing we're talking about is your stats. If you don't know how to find your stats, you go to standings and stats history. You go to standings, and if you want to find out how you perform throughout your entire ranked seasons career, you go to lifetime. And in lifetime, it will have your wins and losses for the entirety of your ranked seasons career. Since this is only the second ranked seasons that we're currently in, clearly it's not gonna be inflated with the wins and losses, but as you get into the third and fourth, it will. So at the bottom you see it says Kingdom went 13-0. He had a batting average of 381, and then you can see the batting averages of other players, the slugging percentage, and all that good stuff. So yours will be at the bottom, highlighted by the green, and then these are the top players when it comes to the lifetime rating. You can also check your battle royale stats by pressing R1 or right bumper, and at the bottom it will tell you your battle royale stats. So we're 23-5 in battle royale. We have a batting average of 462, and we're slugging 1146. That's how it works when it comes to your stats. Now each and every single ranked seasons, it does actually go ahead and reset your record. So that's part 2, your record. Now, it doesn't reset your lifetime record, meaning whatever record appears when you enter a ranked seasons game, battle royale game, events game, or even a conquest game, that record never resets. What resets is the record that would appear here. So you're always looking to have a better record than you had the previous season. So if in the previous season you went 16-32, try to get closer to positive, if not 500. And that's what it comes down to when we're talking about the ranked seasons record. The lifetime record is always going to be added to it, or they're always going to add to it from how you're performing this current ranked seasons. But this current ranked seasons has its own record. And if you want to check out what your current record is or comparing it to other players, one, you can just go to that ranked season screen and see it. But if you want to see your stats for this current season only and your record for this current season only, season 2, then you press current season, and then it will tell you how many wins and losses you have. If you haven't played a game, it will say what is being said right now for me, and then you can compare yourself to other players and see who so far is already in championship series. And then if anybody was in World Series, we would see that as well. Now let's go ahead and talk about the rewards. We're gonna go to online modes, ranked seasons, and then you press R1 or right bumper, and the first new 2 set of rewards is going to be Wade Davis. Now Wade Davis to me is going to be the guy to pick out of this pennant race diamond pack, because he has the 3 meta fastballs that everyone is looking for. He has that fastball, the cutter, and the sinker. If you do not know, the sinker is one of the most unhittable pitches in the game of baseball when we're talking about MLB The Show 21. And then the knuckle curve, it's gonna be some horizontal movement off speed, which is great because the cutter, or actually excuse me, it's gonna be some vertical movement off speed, which is great because the cutter is already horizontal movement. So even though the cutter isn't necessarily an off speed pitch, it helps you balance out that knuckle curve a little better. And he does have a good hit per 9, K per 9, could have been better, but hey, with what you got, it's gonna work out great. The second reward, if you go ahead and reach the certain amount of wins and the rating, is gonna be Tom Murphy. Now Tom Murphy, I'll be honest, if you did not get the other three, Tom Murphy is going to be the best option. And even if you did get 2 of these golds, Tom Murphy is still going to be the best option if you get both Pennant race. Would I consider selling him? No, I would consider keeping him because you're going to need him for a future collection. And if you ever want to do team builds, it helps you out a ton. Not only that, but he can be a great platoon hitter off the bench for you. As you can see, his numbers against lefties are tremendous. Now, when we're talking about World Series rewards, I don't know why I'm like, my speaking skills aren't like fluent today. World Series rewards. We got 2 brand new World Series rewards. And yes, these 3 that you see right here, they will stay here until most likely season 3. In season 3, they will get replaced. Either season 3 or season 4, they will get replaced. That's why I'm telling you all, do not sell them now, because once they get replaced and they're no longer obtainable, their prices will go up. Not only that, but if you wait until the big collection reward comes out, which is not Chipper Jones, there's an even bigger collection reward. If you wait until that reward comes out, then these cards will inflate in price even heavier. Now we got Kyle Seager, which I have to say automatically, Kyle Seager has one of the best swings in the game. For a lefty, he has one of the best swings in the game. I would compare it to Ken Griffey Jr. If you hit well with Ken Griffey Jr., you're going to hit well with Kyle Seager because he has one of the quickest swings and one of the best stances in the game. When you look at his attributes, all of them are amazing. All of them are essentially 90 and above, even though that's an 89. Then you look at the fielding, diamond fielding, but in game it's gold fielding because it's an 88. You parallel him up to 2 and he's gonna have diamond fielding. The reaction is already diamond, so that's great. And then when we look at Matt is gonna go ahead and rival, guess who? Adley Rutschman and then Jorge Posada as well. He's gonna be a great power hitter against right-handers and then a great contact hitter against left-handers that still has good enough power. Now, who would I suggest playing with between him and Adley Rutschman? To be honest, it's pretty close, but I personally would still pick up Adley Rutschman despite Matt Wieters being the 100% better defensive catcher. I mean, look at the fielding, it's diamond, but fielding doesn't really matter with catcher. The arm strength at a 99 and then arm accuracy at a 95, nobody's gonna be running on your cannon. And then the blocking at a 94, I don't think that really matters either, but the reaction at an 83 is a really good sign. Now, another really good sign is if you parallel him, the contact versus right is gonna go up, but he's not a great hitter against right-handed pitching, so that's the only thing that hurts him. Adley Rutschman is more balanced all around, but both of these are great rewards. If you're able to obtain one only, I would suggest getting Kyle Seager, and then at catcher you still have good enough options such as Mike, Yermin Mercedes, Salvador Perez. You also have yourself Adley Rutschman. If you do the Yankees collection, you have Jorge Posada. But at third base, the options aren't as good as Kyle Seager, and Kyle Seager is going to give you one heck of a third baseman, especially if you do not have the collections done for Chipper Jones. So after that, those are the rewards. If you wanted to go ahead and pick any of these 3 because you did not obtain them previously, I'm gonna give you a big piece of advice. Do not. Just go ahead and buy them off the community market and then pick the 2 that just came out, because in the long run, the 2 that just came out will be more expensive than the other 2. Just trust me on that one. But that's what we got for ranked seasons. Another thing, just one final tip. What happens to your rating? Why don't we all reset back to 0? Because MLB The Show basically states if we all reset back to 0, it's going to be way too long of a grind for everybody to start, and you're going to be facing players that you should never be matched up against because you're clearly a better player than them, so your record will be inflated. So if you reach World Series, you're going to be starting at 700 and you're going to be facing players on the similar skill level as you. If you reach Championship Series, I'm pretty sure you start either at Division Series or Wild Card. If you reach Wild Card, you will start where I started at 450. I could have reached World Series, but I'm gonna be honest with you all, with all the streaming and content creation, I just did not have the time to really sit down and go try hard in ranked seasons. Most of the times my ranked seasons games came from playing it on stream, which is something we do every single day at 1 a.m. Eastern. We're gonna try to get earlier streams going on, but as of right now it's 1 a.m. Eastern. So if you haven't stopped by to check one out, make sure you also go ahead and do so. But that's gonna be it for today's video. If you did end up enjoying today's content, hit that like button, hit that red subscribe button. Don't forget to follow me on all socials at Bhlademyst. Have a blessed day and night. Stay positive, stay safe, stay blessed, and I will catch you all on the next one. Peace out.